Hello everyone, it is Phrasmotica here, and welcome back to Feed the Beast. Now, look over here at my ME network. I've got a ton of stuff, as you saw in the last episode, but I also added these two things to the side of the controller right here. These are storage monitors, which are made with, if I can just bring the recipe up right here, made with iron, glass, and ME cable, and this thing called a level emitter, which is made with iron, ME cable, basic processor, and a redstone torch. And that basically lets you determine whether or not certain operations will be carried out depending on the amount of a certain item you have in your ME network. Now, I don't really have a use for those right now. Maybe later on we will do. But these on their own, not so much right now. And a lot of other stuff has changed since. I put some more project tables up for the stuff that we're going to be doing today. And I redid the engines over here because now they're getting their water from a liquid tesseract, and all of the aqueous accumulators are outside. It just makes space management in here easier. Still got my army of redstone cells charging up, and the pulverizer, well, it should be doing the iron, but haven't quite got enough power yet. But that's fine because we should be able to solve that in today's episode. Now downstairs I have a new multi-block machine doing its thing. This is the blast furnace. What the blast furnace does is it will convert iron into steel. And steel is used in railcraft as well as in the project that we're going to be doing today. And so I think it's a ratio of, for a stack of iron to be converted into steel, you need 60 coal coke. So it is quite expensive on the energy front, but of course I moved my coke oven down here because I think this is going to be the level, this tall level, where I put all of the multi-block machines. And as you can see, I did make the top floor, the floor's only one block thick now, which is also why I moved all my aqueous accumulators outside. And all these item tesseracts are taking the products from these machines and they are putting them straight into my ME network. Now if you want to know how to make this blast furnace, I can just bring it up right here. You're going to need 34 of these blast furnace bricks because it's a 3x4x3 block. And you need to use magma cream, nether brick, and soul sand. And that will get you 4. So you need 9 of those recipes, and then you'll be good to go to make these. You'll have 2 left over, and yeah, that is the blast furnace. Very, very nice. This will be replaced by something better from Greg Tech later on, but for now, it's just fine. And lastly, I hope there aren't any mobs out there, but I set up the quarry again, and I have an absolute battalion of redstone cells powering this thing. And let's see, that's still got maximum power. This thing's still got pretty much maximum power. This thing's just about to run out. They basically provide power to each other, and each one acts as a buffer to the one after it. And yeah, this thing has been going for quite some time. There are a bunch of mobs down there, but I don't care because I'm up here. And yeah, this quarry is putting all of its items directly into the network through the tesseract. My god, doesn't applied energistics make everything so much easier. And I do have waypoints that I could teleport to, but I'm not bothered about that. So these are the aqueous accumulators that I talked about. We've got a third one here which isn't being used just yet, but we will use it for today's project. This one is going to power the steam engines that are now powering my spider. Oh, you son of a bitch, you've gone to my house. I don't care. So now I have these steam engines powering the ME network. The water comes from those aqueous accumulators outside. And to fuel them, I have the charcoal coming in from my my tree farm. So some of the charcoal goes into powering the ME network and pretty much constantly having it on, and then some of it goes into here for general use. And then I also have my ender pouch hooked up to my ender chest with the export bus, or the import bus I should say, that goes directly into the access terminal. So if I'm on the go and I want to put an item back into my ME network while I'm away, I just put it in the ender pouch, ender chest will take it and it'll go straight into the network without me having to be at home. This is awesome. Now, I've got a hole in the floor right here for today's project, but before we get to today's project, I want to make an upgrade to a tool that we have. And I want to make an upgrade to the electric jetpack because it just isn't good enough. What we're going to do is we're going to make the advanced electric jetpack right here, and that needs these carbon plates which are made from raw carbon mesh, compressed raw carbon fiber, coal dust. Coal dust is just macerated where is it? Well, pulverized or macerated coal. That's what you get. That's how you get coal dust. And oh, that's another sneak peek right there. And then what else was there in there? There was a lot of other stuff. There are these engine boosters, which are really complicated, advanced circuits, advanced alloys, overclocker upgrades, glowstone, heat vents. My god, it's so flipping complicated. It took a while to make all the components for this, and that is the wrong project table again, and so's that. But here we're going to put our electric jetpack in the last slot to make the advanced electric jetpack. Now this thing is special. It holds 1,000,000 EU, and it actually can be charged in an MFE, despite the fact that an MFE only holds 600,000. I'm just going to remove my glass fiber cable quickly. Oh, and I did put Fortune 3 and Efficiency 4 on my advanced diamond drill, because I felt like it. Despite the fact this thing does run over the limit, it can be charged in an MFE, so when this thing's completely drained, this will have, like, what, 35% of its total charge or something like that. It's draining pretty damn quickly because of how fast this output is. I reckon at some point we're going to make an upgrade to this MFE, though, because it just isn't good enough for the stuff that we're going to do today. But the thing that's really good about this advanced electric jetpack is that, as you can see, it says energy level 30%. It gives you the energy level up in the top left-hand corner, which is just brilliant. To toggle on the jetpack engine, you press F, or the engine button, and you can fly, etc. And you can fly pretty damn high with this thing. I'm just going to fly up nice and quickly. Just look at me go. And it's... holy crap, is that spider on the cactus? What an idiot. What? Wow, that is retardedness. Now you do take damage from it, as you saw right there, but like the normal electric jetpack, there is a hover mode. And despite the fact that you can't go horizontally very quickly with the normal jetpack, with the advanced electric jetpack you can have a boost button, in my case which is control, and when you're flying in a certain direction you hold that down, you go really, really fast, but it uses up energy 5 times quicker than it would do if you weren't boosting. So that is a bit of a downer, but this advanced electric jetpack is so nice. And just to show you how the ender pouch works, whack it in there, disappears, it's been taken into my network. So there we go. So, advanced electric jetpack, very, very nice indeed. Now, I said that we might make an upgrade to the MFE, and I'm going to do that right now, because it's just not good enough. I wanted to drain the power from it before I made the upgrade, otherwise I would have lost some of the power, and ain't nobody got time for that. We are going to make the upgrade to the MFE, which is the MFSU. And the MFSU uses these things called Lapotron crystals, which is energy crystals, electronic circuits, and lapis, or sapphire electronic crystals and lapis. And also an advanced machine block, which uses machine block, advanced alloys, and carbon plates, and the advanced circuit, as well as the MFE. So that's what we need the MFE for. We're going to whack it in the middle of this pre-made recipe, which took a buttload of items. And there we are, the MFSU. Now, why did I make an MFSU, you might be asking? Well, I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to right-click on it. 10 million EU storage. That is a lot of power. Now, unfortunately, I'd need to use 2 transformers to be able to use all these items in here with the MFSU, as the MFSU outputs at high voltage, which is 512 EU per tick. So I'm going to take that down here from now, and I'm going to put it back in place when we've finished today's main project. And I keep mentioning today's main project, but I just haven't got to it, and I'm going to turn my jetpack engine off because I just don't need it right now. So we are going to get to today's main project right now. I had some project tables with some stuff in it, and this is the first one we are going to look at. This recipe right here, bricks, these fire charges, which are made with blaze powder, gunpowder, and coal or charcoal, and the furnace makes this thing called a solid fueled firebox. Now you might be asking, why am I making this? Well, if you look at something like coal, you hover over it, it says can produce 3.2k heat solid fueled firebox. The 3.2k heat is how the solid fueled firebox measures the output of a certain type of fuel. And the solid fueled firebox is used in something called a steam boiler. Now, the steam boiler is a multi-block structure of variable size, but the size we're going to go for is a 3x3 bottom layer of solid fueled fireboxes to process our fuel to make this boiler. So we're going to make 9 of those, just like that. But we're also going to need some steel plates. Now, the steel plates are simply made by plate bending the steel ingots that you get from blast furnacing iron. Just like that. That's what I was talking about earlier. So, with these steel plates, what we're going to need to do is put them in a shapeless craft, just like that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter whereabouts they are, but a shapeless craft, and make these things called high-pressure boilers. Now, since we've got a 3x3 bottom layer of these solid fueled fireboxes, we are going to want to make, I believe, 36 of these high pressure boiler units. I'm not entirely sure if it's 36. Is it 36? I think it might be 36. So I might need some more steel plates. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some, I'll just put like 16 of them down. Now that plate bending machine is going to need to get some power from somewhere, so where'd I put it? Where did it go? Plate bending machine, there you are. Let's put you there. Open up. Thank you. You are going to need some power from somewhere. Right. Calamity. Let me take this generator out. Let's just put it there. Let's knock you out, because I don't need you. Okay, so let's just put some fuel in the generator, and we'll let those plates do their thing. Cold coke automatically being delivered from the coke oven. Very, very nice indeed. Now this will all be sorted out when we finish today's project, the steam boiler. But yeah, we need those plates to make it. So I'm going to make what I can out of these high pressure boilers for a start. So we're going to need another 8 of those steel plates. So I did run over a little bit, but that's fine because I'm sure we can use them for stuff in future. So there's 4. That's 5. I'll come back to those when they're done. I'm going to lay down the bottom layer of solid fueled fireboxes for where they're going to go. And I need to go get my jetpack. God damn it. See, this is why I have the ladder there, just in case something happens. Oh, shoot. Don't want to be doing that. Yeah, I need to put my jetpack engine on. Okay, hover mode is on. Look at that. Graceful. So, this structure is going to go in a 3x3 grid right underneath this bad boy right here. Well, actually, no, not right underneath. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in a 3x3 grid like this. Okay, that's better. Can mobs spawn in here? Yes, they can. Press F7. It will show you where mobs can spawn by placing a red cross. Okay, so, whoa. That's good if you don't want to have mobs spawning near you. So these solid fueled fireboxes, they aren't anything on their own, but what you can do is you can put fuel into these with the high pressure boilers that are on top, and they will create steam. Now, these high pressure boilers, you can actually, since it said it was variable size appliance, you can actually make these in different sizes. So say I wanted to make this just as a 1x1x1 steam boiler. If I put that right there, just one high pressure boiler on top of the solid fueled firebox, that counts as a steam boiler. It can hold 32,000 millibuckets of steam. Steam is considered a liquid in this game. And it can hold 4,000 of water, and the water it's going to get from the aqueous accumulators that I talked about. Now, we want to make this a bit bigger. So one other thing we could do is we could make it 2x2. But then with the high pressure boilers, you would need to make it so that it is 2x2x2. Because that's how this operates. So 2x2x2. And there you go. They'll kind of clamp together when they're at a valid size. That holds more steam. It also takes in more water. And it just looks nicer right off the bat. But the size that we're going for is the absolute biggest that you can get. Now, let's see. So normally you'd think, okay, we're doing a 3x3 on the ground. 3x3x3? Yeah, that well, actually no, that's a 3x2x3 I should say. We want a 3x3x3, so let's make it even bigger. Just build up the cubes, just like that. That is also a valid size. That is huge. But what we want is we want a 3x4x3, and this is the big daddy of the boilers. So let me go and get the what do you call it? Steel plates, and we will make our last 4 of those. 11? I have 16. There we go. So I'm going to make another 4 of those because that's how many we needed. And those steel plates can just reside in my inventory for all I care. Eat some food. Get some food in my berry. So we're going to want to put these right on top of what we've already got, and that will be our steam boiler. Now the reason I'm using these ones called high pressure boilers as opposed to the ones that are low pressure boilers low pressure boilers using iron plates, of course, is because low pressure boilers, in the long run, they create the amount of energy they do faster and more efficiently than the amount of energy that the high pressure boilers do, but in the long run, the high pressure boilers will produce more energy. So that's why I'm using the high pressure ones. So this now counts as one big boiler unit. Now, you might be thinking, hold on, how do we fuel this thing? Well, there's a combustion slot there, so yes, we need charcoal and or coal coke. And that is the reason that I was stockpiling so much of my charcoal. And that's the reason I made the farm. 47,000 and something. 47,423. It says that that can make 1.6k heat inside a solid fueled firebox. And this solid fueled firebox is basically the boiler. That's how the game says inside a boiler. That's just how it says it. And let me check what is going on out here. This liquid tesseract right here is linked to an aqueous accumulator, and it wasn't doing anything. This is what I'm going to use to deliver water to the steam boiler, because of course it needs to make steam. And what do you make steam out of? Water. So, let's see. I guess I could deliver it. Yeah, they need to be delivered into the solid fuel fireboxes. So, let's see. Liquid tesseract right here. I guess I could, let's see if this works. If I put it there, and I grab a liquid duct, and put that there. Now, of course, I need to set the frequencies now. Okay, so this is owner only, and this is going to receive. I'm going to make frequency 3, and this is going to be for the steam boiler. So that's a preset, and then let's go back up to the ground. Back up to the ground. Good God. Wow. Pig. What? Stop getting caught in my cacti, you silly things. Okay, so this is going to send only to the steam boiler. And now the steam boiler should be receiving some water. Let's go check. Let's pop down this hole while we're here. This is here for a purpose, don't worry. Yep, there we go. The water's going through. And so it's filling up with water. Now it's only going to convert this into steam when the steam boiler has an operational temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, because that is the boiling point of water. Now I'm going to say this right now, do not make one of these until you have a constant supply of lots and lots of... I've just realised I made a mistake. I need to put this on a different side. I'll put it right here, because that space in the middle is specifically for something else. So yeah, I freed that space up. Good. Like I said, don't get one of these until you have a large quantity of fuel. When I say that, I mean like thousands of coal or charcoal or coal coke or whatever. Because this thing needs a constant supply of that, and it gets extremely hungry for it after a good while. So, since I have got a very, very good supply of it, I am going to build one. And I have. So that's cool. So how are we going to get charcoal and fuel down into here? Well, we could just place it in here, and it's got some backup slots here, so we don't have to keep running back with every stack. But what instead I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to my ME network room, and I'm going to deliver it via ME cables and an export bus, because that means that charcoal will basically automatically go into it, and I won't have to worry about a thing. So, let's see, how am I going to do this? Import bus. Let me just put that there, and then I'll go back down under. Just like that. How's this draining? Not right now, obviously, because it's not an operation. So, I'll put it there, and there, and there, and there. And for some reason, this game really doesn't like it when I place a block when I'm looking up. I don't know what it is. When I'm trying to place it and it's really far up, it just doesn't like it. Okay, so right down here, I want to put our export buzz. I want to rotate it. There we are, and hopefully, I want it to move stacks of items, and I want it to move charcoal. So, go upstairs, and let me grab a piece of charcoal that I can put in there so that it only moves the charcoal. There we go, 47,000. Good God, that is a lot of moolah. At least if I sold it, it would be a lot of moolah. So, I want it to move stacks of charcoal. So now, that is moving stacks of charcoal that I have into it. And it's going to take a while before it hits 100 degrees Celsius. It is going to take a long ass time. Just saying. So we're going to leave this to run for a little bit. It's going to eat through my charcoal for breakfast as it is right now. And it's going to create steam eventually. Now, what are we going to do with the steam? That is the question. Well, with the steam, we can either send it through to a bunch of different steam engines, which are not the normal steam engines that I've been using, but the hobbyist, the commercial, and the industrial steam engine. But I'm not going to bother with that because that's a different type of power, and I don't want to mess with that. Instead, we're going to use this very useful mod called... Where are you? You know, I need to scroll down. Power converters. Now, what power converters allow you to do is they allow you to take one form of power, make a link between, make an energy bridge, or what's called an energy bridge, and then change that power into another type. And the way that we're going to do that is we are going to make these things called consumers and producers. So this is the energy bridge that I just mentioned, which is the base for every power conversion that you do. You're going to need one of these for every power conversion you do. So let's go and make those, because I need to leave this this boiler to do because it just takes a long ass time. So for that we are going to need what was it? We go to my crafting terminal. We needed a diamond in the middle. I believe we also needed some gold. I think it was gold up here. Redstone, and was it glass? You know what, let me check. Gold in the corners, redstone and glass, okay. Gold in the corners, like that, and then glass. And there you are. Okay. It's the other way around, isn't it? Yep, it is. Okay, so we've got an energy bridge right here. And this energy bridge, you whack it down, you right click on it, it's not receiving any type of power from any direction. And I'll also tell you how much charge it has in it when you place it down or when it's in operation. So now we actually need to provide it with some kind of power, and for that we need a consumer of some sort. Now, since this boiler is producing steam, we are going to need a steam consumer, I should say, which will take the steam, process it, send it into the energy bridge, and then into whatever producer we have. So we need 4 gold and then this commercial steam engine, or maybe actually, just maybe. Oh no, you can just shapelessly craft a consumer into a producer. Okay, that's interesting. So we're going to need, actually wait, producer is a shapeless craft of a steam consumer. Okay, that's interesting. So we're going to need this commercial steam engine. For that we need iron plates, iron gears, which are pretty simple, and then piston, glass, etc. So it's really just the iron plates that are different from all the other stuff we've done so far. And I think I have some iron plates, yes I do. I might need to make some gears though. Where could I make some gears? Let me just grab some sticks. No, not that kind of stick. Pleb. So we're going to need 2 of these gears, 1, 2, and then we're going to need some cobble and then some iron. Plenty of cobble, lots of iron. Good. So let's do this. 2 cobblestone gears. And then 2 iron gears. And that should be enough. Right. God, I love this crafting terminal. And I'm going to need a frickin' piston, aren't I? Oh, 1 last piston. How perfect. Right, commercial steam engine. And now let's get the gold, because that's all we need to make this consumer. Consumerism. Steam consumer. So this steam consumer will take steam in, and it'll basically tell the energy bridge, hey, I've got some steam here, do you want it? And it'll take it. Now it says that on the west direction, which is this one right here, there is a steam producer. It's an input, but there is no link, because there's no energy being consumed by this, and there's no energy being produced. So we're going to need to give the steam consumer some steam to work with. Now, to give it some steam to work with, of course, we're going to need to go down to our boiler and check if it is producing any. And it's not. It's only at 51 degrees Celsius right now. Not nearly enough to boil that water. But we're going to need to fetch this steam out of it. And to do that, we're going to need the liquid ducts. Now, I believe these liquid ducts, if you put them in kind of a grid like this, you should be able to extract quite a bit of the steam, I believe. Yeah, so I'll put the steam consumer right here, And hopefully when the steam gets produced, it'll come out of the liquid ducts through the what do you call them, and go into the consumer. And I guess I'll put the energy bridge on top of it, just like that. And then I'll put a producer of whatever I want right there. So let's make sure this has plenty of liquid ducts for it to fill up with steam, just like that. Will I need these? I think I will, because if you have as many liquid duct outputs on the actual high pressure boilers as possible, more steam should come through. So this steam consumer will take in steam, then the energy bridge, that will need to be connected to a producer. Now, what am I going to produce? Well, do you remember this MFSU that I made earlier? Yep, since I can do this power converters thing for pretty much anything, I'm going to do it for the MFSU right now because it needs a lot of power. Now, when I say a lot of power, of course I mean 10 million EU, but that will fill up quickly once this thing starts producing power because it is an absolute powerhouse. So, I'm thinking that could I create a hole in the floor there, or will that just go nowhere? I think it'll just go nowhere. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to whack the MFSU probably somewhere else, but first I need to make an industrial craft producer. Now, of course, there are different voltages, so I'm going to need to make a high voltage producer because the MFSU can take high voltage. For that we need a consumer, for that we need an HV transformer. And a high voltage transformer needs these things right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut straight to the chase, and I'm going to be back once I have made that producer. And there we go. Here is our Industrial Craft 2 high voltage producer. Now, once we hook this up to the energy bridge, we should be able to produce 512 EU packets of Industrial Craft 2 power. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of the high voltage cable. Did I make some insulated high voltage cable? I did for the what do you call it? I did for the transformer, but I didn't make any. Actually, wait, no, I made some normal ones. Yeah, I made some normal high voltage cables, so I'm going to turn those into insulated ones just by using rubber. Make all of those, and then make them double insulated, and then make them more insulated. Yeah, why not? More insulation is better. So I should be able to connect those to the MFSU, and the MFSU should be able to receive power. Almost there, 96 degrees Celsius. What timing? Just look how insulated that is. That is a fat boy insulator. It's just the fat. That's all I can really say to describe it. So this MFSU is going to receive a lot of power. I'm telling you right now, it's going to receive literal crap tons of power when this thing gets going. Almost there. Come on, lads. 99 and 100. Okay, are we producing any steam? Come on, produce that steam, produce that steam. Is any steam going into the pipes? Produce that steam, produce that steam, produce that steam. 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 Please? Steam? Steam. Okay, why are you not coming out of the liquid ducts? Why are you not coming out of the liquid ducts, like? Maybe I need to build them down the side or something. I could try that. Let's see. Is that working? Nope. Maybe it'll... Oh, there we go. Now I'm getting steam. Okay, let's see how this MFSU... Oh, the MFSU is charging up quickly. Oh my god. That is a lot of power. So... Man, this is going to charge up my jetpack. Look at that. Just look at that. Burning through this charcoal. Now, the charcoal eating rate, I guess you could call it, slows down as the boiler makes more power in the future of its lifespan. And I actually want to go up and check to see just how much charcoal I do have left, because of course I 45,000. Okay, so that's burned through what, 2,000 since I started. Am I getting any stuff? Tons of bone meal, because why not? Am I getting any made? Getting any made? Good. Okay. So now that boiler is going, I think that's pretty much solved all our power problems, because that, as you can see, is making a ton of power. All that really matters now is taking the power from the MFSU and using it for other things. Wow, just look at that thing go. That is an absolute trailblazer. It's a trailblazer. Oh dear, that is terrible. Okay, now I wonder what I could use that power for. Oh, I've got an idea. Maybe I could use it for the quarry. I've got 2 liquid tesseracts left. Maybe I could take some of that steam and put it through a power converter like this and into a quarry. Or maybe I could just I'll take some of the steam, put it through a take some steam, put it through a liquid tesseract, another liquid tesseract next to the quarry, and then all that good stuff. So let's see how fast this jetpack charges. Actually, I'm interested, and I can't freaking get up there because I need to wear it. Right, let's see how quickly this thing's going to charge. I'm interested. Oh, that's quick. Oh, that is quick. That is absolutely fantastic. Right, so I'm going to take some of the steam out of another side of the boiler, I guess, and I'm going to send that through a liquid tesseract over to the quarry, and that is what the steam is going to get used for from there. Oh, just look at that. I love the MFSU. Just so much energy, and I love the boiler. So much power, as Jezza would say. So that's almost done. Of course, I can convert this power to whatever else I want, so that is just fantabadubadastic. Beautiful, 100% power. So let's take some of this out using the liquiducts that I put back in the fricking ME network. Beautiful, mate. Upstairs, you pleb. Dear. Zoom. Okay. Unfortunately, you can't use that boost button to go upwards, which is a bit of a downer. No pun intended. Where are you? How many did I have? There you are. Yeah, I'm ordering them by number, which probably isn't the best idea. I'll order them by alphabetical next time, I reckon. So let's take some of the steam out, put it into another tesseract. I don't see why we couldn't put it right here. So there's one liquid tesseract. That's a bad place for it, because it just looks bad. Let's put it here, why not? Yeah, let's cover it in these liquiducts. Okay. A lot of liquiducts. Oh yeah, this is annoying. Sometimes they don't connect if you don't attach them to the same appliance when you intend for them to be connected. You see that's doing it as well. And now that's just nothing, okay. So what happens if I do that? You know what, may as well just move the tesseract right up close, because that's not doing anything at all. Okay, so yeah, steam counts as a liquid in this game, so some of the steam's going in there. Can I give it more? You see, it's flipping doing it again. Okay, I don't know why this isn't working with the extra liquiducts, but we'll leave it at that, and we'll go put the liquid tesseract over at the quarry. I'll make another couple of power converters, and we'll see how that does. How much is this MFSU got in it? Oh, look at that, over 1 million. That is just gorgeous! So, let's go and get that set up. Alright, so the quarry really isn't doing anything right now. All these redstone energy cells are pretty much out of power, but we're going to save it. So let's do this in reverse order so I know how to space stuff out. Steam consumer, BC producer, and the like. So BC producer is going to go here, energy bridge, and the steam consumer, and then our liquid tesseract is going to go here. I'm going to need to make a frequency for that, of course, and then the liquiduct will go there. So let's make a frequency. This is going to receive only. It's going to be quarry steam power, or just quarry steam, that'll be fine. Set that, and then we'll also go back over to the boiler, and we will also set it for that, because I don't see why not. Why can we not set it for that? It is a good opportunity. We said that, it would be better to put everything behind, wouldn't it? That would look quite nice, actually. Let's put everything behind. Because I do not see why not. I guess I could put it there. Guess that would do me. Yep. And then only, send only, quarry steam. Okay, now let's go over to the quarry and let's see if it is going. Okay, how quickly is that? That's what I'm wondering. How much MJ is it producing? That's what I'd like to know. It's outputting 32 MJ per tick. That's not nearly as much as I had over with these redstone energy cells. I was getting like, what, 100 MJ per tick constantly with these energy cells, but I can definitely do with 32 per tick, considering the fact that I don't have to consistently manage this and fill these redstone energy cells up. I can just rely on my boiler to make the steam power and such. So wait, what does it say? So I'm getting 80 millibuckets of steam per tick. Would it be better to add some more liquidates? I think it would. Let's add some more the hard way because we have to. Add some more. Go, how much is that getting now? Oh, it's getting a lot more. Okay, so this quarry should be going faster now. That's ever so nice to see. I will put one. Actually, you know what? I'll build it out slightly so that... Okay, this thing's going to stop, I know. But I want to get this to give it as much power as possible. Because why not? So there's that. I need to set the frequency, of course. Let's make some space down here. And I cannot wait till we get further on. The late game in Feed the Beast is so mind-blowing. So let's put some more down here. There's going to be some more. And I guess I'll put one on the side as well. Just like that. Let's tune this to receive quarry steam. There it goes. How much is that getting now? Still getting 80. Where's that? Why is that still only getting 80? That's weird. I thought that... That is very strange, but you know what? I think I can definitely live with this. I don't see why this should be so bad. Let me take off some of these liquidates and see if that makes a difference. 81, 78, oh whatever. I'll leave those on there because it was making a consistent 80. Okay, so we've got our quarry power set up, everything's going into the network, all fine and dandy. As long as our charcoal does not run out, which it really shouldn't do, we have got pretty much a very, very good power solution here in Feed the Beast. So, I'm going to say thank you very... Is the skeleton... Oh my god, hi spider. How you doing today? Oh crap, okay. I need to fix that for the entrance. That is that's quite unfortunate. But not another one. I can't be bothered to deal with you. I'm gonna send all my stuff back into my network, all the stuff that I can at least. And I'm gonna say thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more Feed the Beast videos every week. And yeah, I will see you in the next episode when we move on to something very, very interesting. So again, thanks for watching. And goodbye. Happy boiling, I guess.